So we got to talk about these Epstein files once again, because of course, as people dig more and more into these files, we're realizing more and more things. And one of those things is that Trump was actually telling the truth. Once again, right? Surprise, surprise. Trump was actually telling the truth. He was right. He was right. So I'm not going to bury the lead. I'm not going to hold you guys very long, but yeah, let's jump right into it. Breaking files confirmed: Donald Trump blew the whistle on Jeffrey Epstein's disgusting activities in a 2006 phone call with the police. Okay, Trump was one of the very first people to call. Trump said Ghislaine Maxwell is evil and focus on her. Democrats are speechless. Yeah. 4D chest, can we say? 4D chest. The Epstein files are a hoax. They're a hoax. We don't need to release those. Democrats, release the files. Okay, fine. I'll release them, I guess, if you're gonna force me to. Oh, Trump was actually one of the original whistleblowers on Epstein. Oh crap. Dog was cursed there. Oh crap, right? Oh crap. Here's one of the news reports on a little bit of that. Check it out.
This morning, a new document coming to light claims in the mid-2000s, President Trump called police about Jeffrey Epstein. Among the 3 million Epstein files released by the Department of Justice last month is a 4-page FBI report on an interview the Bureau conducted in 2019 with the man believed to be former Palm Beach Police Chief Michael Ryder. Ryder and his detectives began investigating Epstein for human trafficking in 2004. According to the document, Trump called Ryder around that time and said, "Thank goodness you're stopping him. Everyone has known he's been doing this." Ryder also says Trump said he threw Epstein out of his club, and he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. The former police chief says Trump told him to focus on Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, saying she is evil.
So you heard that straight from the news, right? More evidence that Trump was the original Jeffrey Epstein whistleblower is coming out from court documents. Trump was responsible for Epstein's first conviction, and Epstein knew and was livid. Here's some of that on your screen there. Trump said Maxwell was Epstein's operative. She is evil, and to focus on her. Trump told Blank that he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out they were investigating Epstein. No one could explain how Epstein made his money. They knew he worked for Bear Stearns. Blank was told that Epstein was kind of a technical guy that would make it happen, but didn't want to know how. None of the victims that PBPD spoke with said they had sexual contact with men other than Epstein while in Epstein's orbit. Blank had one time went out screaming. Yeah, this is crazy. Prince Andrew was a fixture in Palm Beach and had no protection while there. Yeah, this is all crazy, man. Crazy stuff. But yeah, Trump was one of the big reasons Epstein went down. Interesting, right? And then we have this, of course. Let me throw this up on the screen here. Of Mike Johnson. Media smear backfires. Trump was the original Epstein whistleblower. The latest Democrat hit piece claims Trump knew Epstein's victims. What they leave out is that Trump banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago in 2004 and alerted law enforcement. Speaker Mike Johnson confirmed Trump's cooperation with the FBI. Even Epstein admitted to author Michael Wolff that Trump was the man who blew the whistle. The record is clear. While Clinton and the Gates flew on Epstein's jet, Trump helped take him down.
He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows.
Trump was an FBI informant. Epstein came to believe that it was Trump who had first caused him to be investigated by law enforcement in Florida in 2005. Yep. There you go. There you go. But also, I want to take you guys back in time a little bit to a guy by the name of Bradley Edwards, okay? An attorney who represented one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein and what he had to say back in 2009, all right? Some of you guys have seen this clip already, but here it is again. Check it out.
The only thing that I can say about President Trump is that he is the only person who, in 2009, when I served a lot of subpoenas on a lot of people, or at least gave notice to some pretty connected people that I wanted to talk to them, he is the only person who picked up the phone and said, let's just talk. I'll give you as much time as you want. I'll tell you what you need to know, and was very helpful in the information that he gave, and gave no indication whatsoever that he was involved in anything untoward whatsoever, but had good information that checked out and that helped us, and that we didn't have to take a deposition of him.
That was in 2009?
That was in 2009. So,
do you know if there's any truth to James Patterson's claims that
2009, before he ran for president, before any of the politics, you know, he could benefit politically from it at all, before all of that, this was way back in 2009. Yeah. You guys remember, you know, the whole story about Trump kicking Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago? It's true. It's true. And it's so true that even the Communist News Network, yes, ladies and gentlemen, CNN, reported on it.
Breaking news, the Wall Street Journal is out with a new report describing the fallout between President Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. The Journal reports that a spa worker from Mar-a-Lago often made house calls to Jeffrey Epstein's home 2 miles away. But those house calls, quote, came to a halt in 2003 after an 18-year-old beautician returned to the club from a house call to Epstein and reported to managers that he had pressured her for sex. The HR manager faxed Trump a letter suggesting that the club ban Epstein, and Trump agreed, which does mirror the president's own public comments about why he cut ties with Epstein. The White House is responding to the Wall.
Yeah. You know it's bad when they're reporting on it, like they can't even spin it in some kind of negative light. Because you know they would have loved to. Like I'm honestly surprised that they even mentioned it. I would have expected them to just completely ignore it, right? Just don't say anything, not a single word. So I'm a little shocked that they even talked about it, especially Abby Phillips. Like, what? Really? And if you don't want to take her word for it, or anybody else's for that matter that I've shown you, well, take one of the victims of the whole Jeffrey Epstein disgusting saga, Allie Carter. Here she is, and take a listen to what she had to say about Uncle Trump.
I never was tortured by Trump.
I never was tortured by Trump.
And if I was, I damn sure don't know about it. But I was never tortured by Trump. That's not the point. But the fact that some of you are mad at me because I won't say that is telling. Why are we just having a conversation just about...
So apparently, well, what it seems like to me is she's on like a live stream here, and people are wanting her to say that Trump was one of the people that was doing some of these disgusting things, and she's like, no, he wasn't. No. And like, yo, and the fact that y'all are mad at me because I won't say that Trump was one of the individuals is crazy. You know, and it goes to show where liberals' minds genuinely are. They don't care about these damn files. They don't care about these victims. All they care about is trying to take down Donald J. Trump. And it's, bro, this whole TDS thing, it is quite wild to watch. It really is. It really is. Like when you will stop at nothing to go after one man, bro, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like it. And I've asked you guys in the past, have you seen anything like this? And all of you are like, no, we've never seen anything like this. Like, to go after one man so hard. Like, not a drug dealer, not a mass murderer, not some serial killer, right? To go after Donald J. Trump this hard is mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. Liberals haven't hated serial killers this much. Murderers this much. As a matter of fact, they celebrated a murder when, I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy who pine boxed the health insurance company CEO or something a while back. You guys remember that? Like, right out on the sidewalk. Liberals were celebrating that guy. Like, and to go after this man? To me, that says we picked the right guy. We picked the right guy. I also want to take you guys back to 2015. Take a listen to what Uncle Trump had to say back then.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
Barack Obama.
Incompetent president.
Okay.
That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool. So,
the Clintons are friends
and he's
of
been
yours,
there
right?
for many times.
Just name drop right there. Just ask Prince Andrew. Does that look like a guy who is guilty of anything? Because in my mind, right? I mean, there's a few things, but in regards to that clip you just watched, if I'm guilty, I'm not throwing anybody else under the bus, because they'll just turn around and throw me under the bus too. Right? I'm keeping my mouth shut. But if I know I'm innocent, and I know some people who were genuinely there, I'm name dropping. I'm going to throw in a couple of names. Sue me. I dare you. That's the other part too. Actually, I just thought about that. He threw out a name. Was he sued? I'm just saying, I'm just saying. That's just me. But then also, on a serious note, if Democrats had these files for years, which they have, and they knew Trump was guilty in the files, why didn't they release them when he was running for president? I mean, to me, that's just common sense, right? If I'm a Democrat running against Donald J. Trump, we have the files. We know he's in the files and he's guilty. Even if I have to do some anonymous leak, somebody hacked into the files or whatever, broke into the office, I don't know, anything. Even if I have to do it that way, I am dropping the files that show that Donald J. Trump is guilty. Easy. Done. And to be quite honest, if files that genuinely showed, without a shadow of a doubt, came out before the 2024 election, that Donald J. Trump was guilty of playing with little kids, I don't give a damn how anybody feels. I wouldn't have voted for him. 1,000% would not have voted for him, and I would have watched Democrats win that election. I would have hated watching Democrats win. Don't get me wrong. But I ain't voting for anybody who play with little kids. And you know what I mean? Not like genuinely playing, but you know what I mean. I'm keeping it a little PG here. Messing with little kids. I'm not voting for that individual. But the thing is, they didn't. Because they don't have the evidence to prove that Trump did anything, because he didn't do anything. He was one of the original whistleblowers. So when Democrats come out here and say, oh, Trump is guilty of this, it's bogus. Because if he was, you would have released the files a long time ago. that showed that he was guilty. You had him, you didn't drop him. No Democrat was even talking about the files, right? When Biden and Kamala Harris were in the White House, nobody was even talking about the files. You didn't hear these Democrats say a peep about these files, not a single thing. So it's kind of interesting how that works. But y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Thanks for tuning in as always. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.